Good afternoon, Free Enterprise fans, and welcome to another wonderful Community Club Showcase. Mom Spaghetti Club serving up another heaping helping of marinara right to your face holes. My name's Vitasia. I'm joined on the mic today with Possum Orpheus. How are you doing today, Possum?
Oh, I am excited to have some spaghetti in my life. This is going to be a phenomenal little club here. Get to watch some great friendos do some running and see what we can find, what objectives we can complete, and how fast we can conquer them.
Absolutely. The theme of this club is gotta go fast. It is complete four objectives. There are 10 available. And all objectives are on the table, which has led to some incredibly fast seeds in the async rounds of this club so far. We've had, I thought sub 20 minutes was fast, but we've had even some sub 10-minute seeds throughout this club so far this club season. And this is shaping up to be another potentially pretty quick seed here as we're running through these objectives, isn't it?
Yeah, the two objectives that really pop out at you are Antlion and Baron Inn, because those are basically ungated quests. They're just there. Those two in particular are going to make things very fast. There's another club, shout outs to all the different clubs during this club season, called Solo Scramble, where we've been running through things like Baron Inn, things like the Waterfall, Mount Ordeals with one character. So now we're giving runners who are experienced with not just one character, more characters to do battle with. So I'm excited to see how quickly these runners can find those bosses, get through those fights, and oh baby, you give them an edge to start too. Zoom, zoom, here we go. Those 50 BC is not going to help, but Edge, that is basically Big Daddy Young. That's going to do some work.
Yeah, so Edge just right out of the gate is going to be able to solo both of those opening spots that you said. The flame spell is incredibly powerful, regardless of what else he has equipped. We do have uh, T Wildish and Wild Shops also, so there's lots of power that's available if we feel the need. Thunderclaw right out the gate for both of our runners. So it looks like we're going to do some extra shopping around.
Yeah, we see our runners taking slightly divergent paths here. Judge Joe finding a Ninja Blade in Watery Pass. That will help out this edge right away. And then we have Angie Dave going to Castle Eblin and finding a Monster Box right away. So two runners going different places, but both with high value loot, especially with T. Wildish on.
Absolutely. It is T Wildish, but it is worth noting that it is, I think it's 70% of the chests are filled. So there's even the super dense locations, there's probably going to be a handful of chests that are not going to be filled at all. So you have to take that into account when you're doing your looting. Dave does find a second trap chest. We'll see if Judge Joe is happy. There was also a Stardust item. So between the Stardust and the Ninja Sword, I might be good to go. Right.
There was also a Crystal Ring and a Gaia Drum. I mean, that is a lot of early power. Watery Pass definitely having the goods. I don't know that Eblin is going to match up to that, and given the fact that Eblin's got those traps, just early results coming in. Watery Pass might have been the play this seed, but you never know going into these. That's the beauty of randomizers.
Worth pointing out that Joe also found a second Gaia drum just kind of on his way into the Antlion. This is an objective, so we know he's going to have to do it. And we are greeted with, a Kenyazo, and that's another objective. So double your savings here.
So this begets an interesting question. Obviously, Baronin is going to be on the table relatively quickly. Are you in full boss hunt mode now? As ridiculous as that sounds at the 2 minute, and 20-second mark, are you just, peeking Nimis Cave, peeking Waterfall, going to Baron Inn, maybe, a peek at Hobbs, are you really looking to actually clear content, or just trying to find the boss as quick as possible now, given that Mom Bomb, Karate, and Bahamut are on the table?
Mom Bomb, Karate, and Bahamut, and don't forget even the Fabul Gauntlet is also on the
Right.
table. That is one of the static objectives. So there's 4 different boss hunts. Yeah, I'm checking these locations. I think Waterfall, I think Mount Hobbs and Mist Cave, all of them. I think you do the Baron Inn just because if there's another boss there, so we get double your fun on both of them, which sounds great to me. We might. Oh my gosh, I hate to say that we're going to set a record and we're going to be done with the seed before Dave's even done looting.
There's a sparkle that cannot be one of the bosses, but we do not have eyes on the second half of Baron Inn. So Porum going to be hanging out in Baron Inn with a sparkle. That sparkle to add some spice is Ogopogo. That does set us up a little awkwardly for the second fight, but we do get a one-shot on Ogopogo. Judge Joe able to get the kill on Ogopogo there, and that is a karate that is in fact our go mode. So this may be a 5-minute seed.
And this was kind of one of the unintended consequences, and one of the things that I wanted to set up. Dave loves doing, the early checks. You get your loot so you can go. However, in seeds like this, you don't need to hunt for that much power to get through it. And I think it's showing Dave is probably overlooting here for what we need for this particular seed. He's going to see a very fast done. And yeah, we're darting done.
I love seeing that dart there just to close it out a little bit quicker from Joe. And so, yeah, there is Joe completing all of his objectives. That is 4 objectives done in what may be a restream record, going to be somewhere around the 5-minute and 30-second mark. Dave is going to see that time come in and know exactly what is happening. I know Dave watches the race room, and he's going to be like, yes, I know what happened. But there is Judge Joe. 5 minutes and I believe 35 seconds, completing all 4 of his objectives. There we go. GG's to him.
I think we were waiting in the race room for this race to start longer than the seed actually took to complete.
Yeah, officially 5 minutes and 38 seconds. That is, at least to my knowledge, has to be a restream record. Maybe somewhere in the annals of history it's not, but in modern FE, I believe it is. And we are joined by Judge Joe. GG's to you, Judge Joe.
Thanks. Fun seed. I guess if you can call it that.
Did you have fun? That's really the question, isn't it? Like, if you had fun, then it was indeed a fun seed.
Yeah, I think I had fun. That was a little on the quicker side than I was quite expecting. Well, I was expecting maybe one boss in one of those objectives, but not quite the second.
Yeah, when you saw the Kainatsu and Antlion, I mean, there's not a lot to talk about here, so we'll kind of hit the obvious questions. But when you saw the Kainatsu and the Antlion cave, were you kind of like, oh, we're doing this?
Yeah, so, I don't know if it's the right call, but if there was not a boss, in Baron Inn, non-zero chance I, 1, check Waterfall and Hobbs, get that Hobbs character, 2, check every item shop for Bacchus, 3, go down the hook route.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that wins, I don't know where the other bosses are, but that's probably what I would have done if there wasn't the Karate Man.
And that actually makes a lot of sense because we, in the brief time we had to talk about it, that was something that I posited to Vitasia. what is your path going to be if there isn't a second boss in Baron? Do you go check Mist Cave Waterfall Hobbs? Do you check Ordeals because it's 3 more bosses? Do you just start save scumming and going full boss hunt mode? And it sounds like that was kind of what you were going to be doing, and then just kind of YOLOing down the hook route.
Yep, YOLO hook route, dwarf for the final objective. I have Edge. Would have wanted a second sword, would have wanted Bacchus, and life potions. That's the other thing I would have needed. I think. I don't know who the hook route boss is, so I don't actually know if that's all I need.
Yeah, well, definitely, worked out in your favor. However, you were planning to tackle this seed. So, I mean, GG's to you. I know you've done quite well in this club and many others. So, a great performance again.
Yeah, I always do enjoy running fun little seeds like Falcon Percent or this club. So, I hope that as short as it was, I was able to show a couple things, and yeah, I hope everyone has a good day.
Well, we appreciate you rudging again, Joe. And have a great rest of your day.
You too.
And while we were doing the interview with our winner this afternoon, Judge Joe, Angie Dave has completed his seed in a time roughly about 9 minutes and 50 seconds. We'll get the official time in a little bit, but we'll see if we can get him in for an interview as well. 9:54, the official time. And Dave did have quite a larger arsenal to dart, so didn't have to unequip a ninja blade and dart it. He already had a light sword, a Gungnir spear, and things like that. So definitely dispatched that Karate Man quicker. But we are joined by Angie Dave. GG's to you.
Yeah, GG's. Well, we knew this could happen with this flag set. What did Joe find? Or did Joe just go for it?
So Joe found a ninja sword in the Watery Pass, pretty much just sent it after that. One immediately went to Antline.
So basically looted the right place. That's a short version.
Yeah, with these, very quick flag sets, a lot of the time it does boil down to where you loot and what you find. Watery Pass today had a Ninja Blade, a Gaia Drum, a Stardust Rod, and then Antlion had a second Gaia Drum. And with the way the bosses were positioned with the objectives, that was realistically all that was needed. I think there was also a Crystal Ring even in Watery Pass. So it had the goods. And, sometimes it'd be like that.
Okay, I figured it was going to be something like that.
But yeah, your strategy was perfectly fine of looting Eblin, going in and checking for the free key item and looting the public treasury in a seed where the bosses weren't positioned in exactly your 2 ungated quests. I think if the seed runs a little longer, you are much better positioned, but it just happened to be, not the day for that. And trust me, my friend, we have all been there.
Agree. Yeah, I've seen both of us suffer from laceration disease at times.
Indeed.
But I guess, again, thank you, Engineer, and also Judge Joe for contributing to what is quite possibly the fastest restream in Free Enterprise history. I'm happy to take that title.
I think we spent more time on the setup than we did on race. Which, impressive if you think about it.
Well, thank you again, Dave, and yeah, best of luck, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Yep, I will. Have a good weekend, everyone. I'm gonna go play a different edge-based bad idea now. Actually, did Joe give you music? Oh, too late. No, never mind. You killed the stream.
You can always feel free to post the music in the race spoiler channel on the Discord. And with that, I do hope that everyone does join the Discord, because that is a great place to hang out. The Discord has all of the fun folks that you got to see today, and more. Great place to learn. You can join the Pink Puff League, which is another club. You can join this here Mom Spaghetti Club and a host of other clubs. Also preparation for tournaments. So feel free to hop into the Discord. It's a great place, and definitely would love to see y'all there. But Vitejo, where are we going today?
I think we're done.